Greetings all. I'm making another video. It's going to be really short, but I thought I would at least share this with you. It's about a purchase that I made. I got a memory stick adapter, well, pretty much a memory stick for my PSP. I was looking to expand the memory on it because I want to store more games on there so I can have the ability, obviously, to play more. So I was looking around for it, and the prices were a little high and everything, so I held off for a little bit, and then I decided to check again recently in the last couple of days, and I seen a price that looked too good to be true, but I decided to give it a try, just because I got it through eBay, and the person that's selling it is in the US, and it's for a memory stick Pro Duo dual adapter. So just to give you an idea, let me show you my first thing, which is a card I got, 16 gig, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, 16 gig memory stick Pro Duo adapter, or Pro Duo from Lexar, which works great, but I'm running out of space. I have a modded PSP, so games kind of fill up on there very quickly. So I was looking for something else. Now I have a whole bunch of micro SD cards, and micro SD cards seem to be the new medium of choice, followed, I would say, next by SD cards, mainly because everybody's phone takes micro SD. So to give you an idea, let me show you the card first. Let me take it out of my PSP. And here's the card. It's a no-name brand. I don't know if you can see it, but what it says here is the standard memory stick Pro Duo dual slot adapter, and it does have high capacity on there, so you're going to be able to put cards in, obviously 4 gigs and higher. From what I read on other people that left comments on his, I believe it was his eBay feedback, it can read 2 32 gig cards. Right now I have 2 16 in here, but pretty much you'll see a slot and it'll say 1 and 2, and what it does is you can put 2 cards in there and it'll pretty much combine them. It'll do what is known as a RAID format on it, and it will combine the 2 to give you the total. So if you have 2 8s, it'll be 16, 2 16s 32, 2 32s 64, obviously. I think that's as far as it goes right now, and I'm not really sure the PSP's how much it can read. But right now I have 2 16 gigs in here, so I got 32 gigs, and the price on this, well, first off, let me just say, it works unbelievably awesome. It is, if it was 15 bucks, I would have spent that easily on this, if I would have known that it would have worked. I was a little skeptical, but for the price, I figured I would at least give it a try. The guy has them on sale right now on eBay for $244, or best offer. I did $2. It was free shipping as well. He'll send it to you in an envelope. But this thing worked right out of the box, and let me pop it in here so you can see. But I highly recommend it. If you're looking to get more out of your PSP, but you don't want to spend a lot on the cards, which is understandable because they're pretty much proprietary, and they're still expensive. Let me just show you here. Alright, so right now you can see that I have roughly about 2 gigs of available space on there. And just to show you that it is going from that card and what it shows, you should be able to see 29 gigs of available space. I would say I haven't done any transfers from the card onto the computer, so I don't know the read speed. Very rarely are you going to be able, or are you going to be transferring from the card to the computer, but a lot of cases, obviously, you're probably going to be transferring from the computer to the card. So what I did was I took the 16 gig card here that I knew worked, and to make sure that I wasn't going to have any hiccups or any issues at all, I pretty much mirrored the card itself, the contents of the card on the Lexar card, into a folder on my computer, then went from there and took the contents and put them onto the 2 cards here. First off, obviously, you have to format them, so make sure you have nothing on your SD cards before you put them in, and then format it, and then it should recognize on your PSP, and then once you go from there, you can just transfer. Transfer rate for writing speed, I got max roughly about 4.5 to 5 megabytes consistently. So I highly recommend it, and just to show you that it works, there you can see I have some games here. Response time is just like any other card, pretty much. There's really not too much demand that I was putting on them. I tested a couple of games. I did some ROMs first just to see if it could handle low data rate transfers, no problem. And then also high data rate transfers, which would be like games like any PSP game pretty much, where it's like you start going into the hundreds of megabytes. Is really going to push it and see how much where it's going to bottleneck at, because you might see that's where the cheapness is. But not seeing anything with that either. I've been playing some games like Hot Shots Golf and stuff, and they work all the same. So just showing you what I have, and obviously it takes the same amount of time, like I said, popping up on a Lexar card that it is on this card. So I highly recommend this if you're looking to add some space onto your cards. Now, like I said, I have my own cards, so I just went with the adapter. It was $244. The guy does have micro SD cards that he supplies with the device. Obviously, that'll be more. It's like 20 bucks or so. I think it's 2 16 gig cards at that point. But if you want to just go with something that you're familiar with, can't blame you. But I thought I would at least share that. Let me know what you think. If you like the idea, I can definitely share more stuff like this if I ever find things like this, and then just pass them on to you. Also, to let you know, because I just seen that pop up on the screen, the corrupted data is something that happened on the Lexar card a while ago. I just haven't deleted it because I want to find out what it is that got corrupted, so I can just recopy it back over and start over from there. So once again, thanks guys, and let me know what you think, and try to share more videos like this. Have a good night.